Hey folks, welcome back. We're putting the hocks and the hams to cure from our butchering video, and I'll show you what we're doing. We have our hocks and our ham in this food grade 5-gallon bucket. So we've made a brine, and this brine is a little over 2 gallons of brine, and I'll tell you what the recipe is. You start out with 8 cups of boiling water, and in that you put 2.5 cups of salt, 5 teaspoons of pink salt, which is the cured. Don't confuse it with the Morton Tender Quick. It's the actual pink salt. So 5 teaspoons of that, 3/4 of a cup of pickling spice, 2.5 cups of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of, it's a maple bourbon seasoning that I have. Let me show you. This stuff right here, it's made by McCormick's brown sugar bourbon. It's not maple, I'm sorry. But we use that. 1/4 cup of that. And then we brought that to a boil to dissolve everything, and once your sugar and salt and everything is dissolved, you're going to add another gallon of cold water to cool it off after you turn off the fire. And you're going to do 1 quart of ice, 4 cups of ice, throw in there to help cool off too. And even with that, I let this sit on the stove for a few hours just to make sure we're down to room temperature. So we've used our flavor injector here, and I've pumped that ham pretty full of brine, and you just poke it all around like every inch or so and fill that thing as good as you can fill it. And then I also did the hocks just a couple times to get them started. And then we're going to take the rest of this brine and dump it into this bucket, and because we want these things fully submerged. So I'm pretty sure this is going to cover the meat. So let me dump this in here and we'll take a look at it. So it looks good. We've covered the meat and we've actually got brine to spare. So good to go. So I'm going to take like a heavy plate and put in here, submerge it into the brine just to make sure in case any of that meat wants to float up that it stays submerged. Now they recommend that you brine your ham for 1 day for every 2 pounds. So we have about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're about, probably about a 14-pound ham. So that ham alone needs to soak in there for 7 days minimum. And I'm just going to let the hocks soak in there that long as well. They wouldn't need to stay that long because they're smaller. But because they're going to be cooked in beans or something like that, not eaten just on their own, I want them to have plenty of flavor. So a longer soak's not going to hurt them. So we're going to pull this out in about a week or so, and we're going to get this stuff smoked. And our bacon's going to be done around the same time. And we're going to be doing our bacon here in a little bit, and we'll do a video on show you how to do that. I'll put the ingredients to this brine down in the description, so you don't have to write along while you're watching the video. So I'm going to get this down in the fridge. Alright, this is our spare fridge down in the basement. I keep the bottom shelf taken out of here and the drawer taken out of here because we always have lots of garden stuff in here. So it leaves us lots of room to put stuff. So I get a full 5-gallon bucket in here. So we got our 2 slabs of bacon and our 2 big bags of grind material that we're going to make sausage out of tomorrow. So we'll do a video when we do the bacon. We'll see you then. So that's how you cure your hams. We'll come back when we throw them in the smoker. So see you next week on those. Stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Bye.